We're going to talk about that later.
Here we go.
KRS-One.
Yes.
In the building. How are you?
I am good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm here. I'm here because of you.
Oh, thank you.
Because of you.
I'm here because of you.
Wow.
Oh, that's so for real too. Like, I say that to say, and we're gonna jump into talking about the Stop the Violence movement and stuff. But like, seriously, I mentioned this to you yesterday on my interview. But seriously, as a little girl, come from Detroit, music all in my bones. But it was, it was the singing and all that. Hip hop came around, rap came around. I'm like, oh my God, this is so hot, it's so fresh, all of this stuff. But I enjoyed it, but it was just fun for me. Self-Destruction came out. And oftentimes people say like, all right, call off the different songs that literally like changed their life or when they really fell in love with hip hop.
Right.
That song came out and I think, and like I say, I was a baby girl. Little, not even in the double digits yet. But I understood, I was like, wow, this is my life now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. Ain't nothing else. I mean, like, what can you tell me?
Self-destruction.
MC Light added that extra little like, hey, girl, you are also welcome here. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk first. Let's go there. Because we are celebrating 20 years.
Yes.
Take us back.
Well, you got 20 years of the Stop the Violence movement. And also, forgive my voice. My voice is a little hoarse. The more I use it, the better it gets.
Okay.
So I this is a great thing for me to be able to talk because it'll get clearer as we go. But 1989, we start out with Self-Destruction, like you mentioned. And, just a little background on that. This record started, really the process started in 87.
Okay.
I was at Latin Quarters, a club, a very famous club in New York in 87, 48th and Broadway in Manhattan. Africa Bambaataa has a meeting there. Now, Africa Bambaataa has been doing meetings in Bronx River. He's been doing meetings there, sometimes at the Roxy, the other one in New York. And so I'm at one of these meetings. And so he's telling us, hip-hop is becoming more commercial. This is the West Coast is getting too short that's coming up. We need to get aware. It's leaving New York. We now need to get more organized. And so I'm listening to this meeting, and he mentioned about the escalation of violence because BAM was always about taking so-called gang bangers and bringing them into Zulu Nation and feeding them the infinity lessons, right mind, right thinking, right eating, that kind of thing. So we're there, and he's like, yo, we got to come together and unify. I said, okay. Heavy D was there, MC Light was there, Stetson Sonic was there, a whole lot of people. So I went and wrote this record called Stop the Violence, which a lot of people feel, well, the history books are wrong, but they say that I wrote this record, Stop the Violence, after the death of Scott LaRock. That's inaccurate. Me and Scott sat down together and came up with this record, Stop the Violence, because there was too much club violence. Like we'd be performing and a fight break out in the crowd. So I wanted to have something to say while the fight was going on. So I came up with this song, 1, 2, 3, the crew is called BDP. Everybody goes into the top of hip hop. Well, I came up with that. We put that on a 1988 By All Means Necessary album. Now, Scott, we made the record in 87. Scott gets killed. Boom. 88 comes. By All Means Necessary comes out. New label, Jive Records. We come out on that. I put the record there. Stop the Violence. It comes out, huge success, especially in terms of the streets. The streets just loved it. But then now the A&R of Jive Records, which is very important to point out about the mentality of the record companies back then. This was a little indie label, Jive Records. This is, by the way, before Britney, before Backstreet Boys, before NSYNC. It's like 15 years before that. They was just a little indie label. And they you know, the A&R, a woman named Ann Carly. She called herself Tokyo Rose. She was a DJ on WHBI, or then WNWK. It switched its call letters. She comes out and says, it's crazy what's going on. Somebody just got stabbed for their gold chain at a concert. It's crazy. So she came to me and said, I want to make this record, this song of yours, Stop the Violence, into a full movement. So it was really her that started it off and said, I'm tired of it. As a record company executive, I need to do something like this. Now, I took that, coupled with the meeting that Africa Bambaataa just had, and I said, well, you know what, it's time to do this. So we went and got Nelson George, who at the time was an R&B writer for Billboard magazine. He's now a television producer. He does hip-hop honors, he does American Gangster and all this other stuff.
Okay.
So between him, her, and me, we call up everybody we know who appears on the record. Now, some record companies like Def Jam, I don't want to say no names, they didn't want their artists on the record.
Trying to rob and steal from one another, you get caught in the mid. So to crush that stereotype, here's what we did. We got ourselves together so that you can unite and fight for what's right, not negative cause. The way we live is positive. We don't kill our relatives.
Pop, 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 when it's shot, who's to blame? Headlines, front page, and raps.